Is this your first public library of Brookline To-Go program? Here's how it works. Each month, the library is offering new take-home program kits, complete with everything you need to follow along and video or written instructions created by one of your local librarians.
Visit brklib.com/togo for a full list of our current kit offerings.
The best part? Absolutely no due dates. You can keep everything included in your kit.
Hi, hello. My name is Miss Caroline, and I am so happy that you've joined me for this month's Craft Along Junior video. And this month, we are making some bath time fizzers, and I will show you how to do that. If you have picked up your kit from the library, you will find that it contains baking soda, 1 cup of baking soda, 1/2 cup of Epsom salts, 1/2 cup of citric acid, and 1/2 cup of cornstarch. It will also have 2.5 tablespoons of almond flour and 1 fun bundt cake bath fizzer mold. You are also going to need 3/4 to 1 tablespoon of water, a bowl, and for this craft, I recommend a cupcake tin, and unbleached wax paper. All right, why don't we get started? So first, what you're going to want to do is combine all of your dry ingredients. So one of the things that makes this a great activity for kiddos is that it's a really wonderful sensory activity. Sensory learning is really important for younger kids because it enhances the use of all of your child's senses. And when we use multiple senses, then it means that we are stimulating learning, whether it's language development or some other facet. As you're doing this activity, why don't you try to work on your descriptive language? So you can try prompting your child to comment on the feel of the dry ingredients as you're putting them together, or the sound of the dry ingredients as you're mixing them, or if you choose to add child-safe colors and scents, the way that they smell or the way that they look in terms of their color and other features. All right, once our ingredients have all been mixed together, we're going to add our almond oil and mix that, and our water and mix that. So here we have our almond oil. And very slowly, I'm going to add our water. Now, because of the citric acid, you will get some bubbles as you're mixing. That's very normal. It will neither cause any harm nor use up all of the bubbles before you get a chance to use them in your bath time fun. So just gently and slowly mix these together as you go. Okie dokie. Ooh. So I'm mixing, and actually I got a lot of bubbles at the beginning. Now, as you're mixing, this is a great time to talk about those sounds that you hear, the fizzing of the bubbles, and also the feeling of the ingredients as you're mixing them together. You don't want to form a coherent liquid like a pancake batter. That is not what you want. What you want is something that's much close to modeling sand. If you've ever played with modeling sand with your little one before, you will know that it is grainy play sand that will hold a shape, but can easily be broken apart again. And that is the feeling that you are going for with this. If you add too much water, then you are going to use up all of the bubbles that the citric acid in this mix will get you, which will mean that you have no fizzies during your bath time, which, you know, while that is an experience we all share, is not the optimum bath time experience we could be having. Okay, so now I have done a lot of clumping, and I feel that this is fairly nicely mixed. I'm going to show you what the texture of this looks like. If you take a look, you can see that I can pack together a sort of a snowball shape, and it will stick together, but I can easily crumble it up again. This is perfect for what we are looking for. However, if you do feel that your mixture is simply too dry, you can gently and slowly drop 1 or 2 more drops of water, whatever you feel is sufficient, into your mix. But you definitely want to not be too generous with that, because again, you are going for this grainy texture here. And as you squish this between your fingers, you can see why this is such a great sensory activity during early development. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. Now we are going to get our muffin tin. So what I've done is I have torn apart strips of waxed paper to push down to make individual cups for our mold, which is what the muffin tin is going to become. The mix that we have given you will make about 6 to 8 bath bombs or bath fizzers, depending on how generous you are, how large you want your bath fizzer to be. So what I recommend you do is go one at a time, put one piece of paper down, and start to press your bath bomb into the little pocket that you've made. Then put your second paper in and just keep on going until they're all used up. So let's see how that goes. All right, so here are our finished bath time fizzers, and I think they came out extremely well. So now what you want to do is you want to let your bath time fizzers dry for 24 hours. I know that they feel quite dry already, but believe me, you still want them to have 24 hours to finish hardening into their new shape. Otherwise, they could actually continue to expand and puddle out, and you don't want them to lose their form. Some fun things you can add to your bath bombs: if you have any small fun toys like little model figurines or charms, you can try burying them inside of your bath time fizzer. And then once you drop it into the bath water, all of the outside will fizz away, leaving the small prize inside. You can also try adding things like glitter and child and bathtub safe scents and colors to your bath time fizzers, which will also help increase the fun and the experience of doing this craft. Hi! All right, so it has been 24 hours since we pressed our bath time fizzy mixture into our muffin tin. So here you see all of your bath time fizzers right there. And I just thought it would be fun to take a look and see how it turned out. All right, so here we have all of our fizzers, and let's just see what happens. So I'm going to take one of our fizzers and peel it out of the wax paper. All right, and there's your fizzer. As we discussed, we went very basic with these supplies here, but you are welcome to add your own child and bathtub safe colorings or scents to these. Also, you could always add some glitter, or my very favorite is you can always add a small toy or charm or something special inside the middle of these as you're pressing them into the mold. And then when you put them into your bath, they will fizz away and reveal the surprise inside. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your craft. Bye!
Thank you all so much for crafting with us today. We would love to see what you made with your kit, so please feel free to share your project with us on social media using the hashtag MakeYourOwnStory.
Craft Along program is generously sponsored by the Library Trustees and the Friends of the Brookline Public Library.
From all of us here at the library, we miss you and wish you happy making.